9th and 10th grade channel, and welcome to all of you to Aakash BYJU'S NEET channel. Now for those of you who have been regular to the 9th and 10th grade channel, you all know me, but for those of you who are very new and you are stumbling upon this video for the first time, let me take a moment to quickly introduce myself. My name is Aishwarya and I mainly teach biology and social sciences on the 9th and 10th grade channel. And today's class is a very important, right? And of course, for a lot of you who have had many questions all throughout the year about this particular topic, right? How many of you here want to become a doctor in the future, right? How many of you feel like, ma'am, I'm an aspiring doctor and I know that maybe I want to probably be a neurovascular surgeon, or I want to do whatever it may be. I want to be a doctor. I have my goals set and now I need to just know what should I be doing, right? So whenever we have a goal, we always know that there is a goal and there are some steps. We need some information so that we can take the right steps towards our goal. Which is why we here at BYJU'S and Aakash BYJU'S believe that we teachers are your mentors. We will guide you through step by step and we will help you out. So everyone, I hope before I get started, my audio, my video and my screen and what I'm writing on the screen is visible to all of you. If it is, I quickly need you to give me a thumbs up on the chat to let me know that we are good to go. Yes? Everybody, quickly. Good evening to everyone. See, this particular video is going live on both BYJU'S 9th and 10th grade channel along with Aakash BYJU'S NEET channel. So I will try my best to take out names and comments. But if you feel like and you're going to tell me, ma'am, you're ignoring me, you're not looking at my messages, please, it's not on intention. Chat is running super fast. So I will try my best. Yes? Okay, everything is good to go. That is amazing. Now, before I get started, yes, I have a quick question for all of you. Now, I'm sure you must be wondering, right? For whom is this particular video? Are we doing this for currently who are in 11th grade? Are we doing this particular video for maybe the 10th standard students who have just given the exam? Or are we doing it for maybe the 10th grade or the 9th grade? Yes? How many of you have this particular doubt? How many of you are thinking for whom is this particular session going on for? If any of you have this doubt, give me a raise of hands so that I know, because most of you, yeah, ma'am, who should attend this, right? Because should I really be in the session? Should I, drop off? I'm sure a lot of you are here wondering about this. So first and foremost, right, this particular session is applicable for students who are in 9th grade, for students who are in 10th grade, for students who are currently in 11th grade, and if any students who are going to give NEET this particular year as well as a motivation, you can watch this particular session as well. But of course, for these three buckets, right, this particular session is going to be very important, right? So now let's quickly get started. Now that we know that we have a mix of students who are here in 9th, who are in 10th, who have just given their 10th standard exam and are transitioning into 11th, and some of them who might be in 11th standard transitioning into 12th, right? So now for those of you, especially who are in 9th and 10th standard, all your days, right, so far, or if you are in 9th and 10th also, for science, how many books do you have? In 9th standard, you have one textbook. And in 10th standard, you have one textbook, right? And tell me how many chapters do you have in 9th and 10th? And everybody who are having random conversations, stay focused in class, right? One textbook, yes? Only one. How many chapters should be there? 13, 15 chapters, okay, right? And all in all, you know that whether it's 13 chapters or 15 chapters, it is a combination of your physics, it is a combination of your chemistry, and it's a combination of your biology, right? So it's a combination of all these three. Now, for those of you who are currently in 11th standard and for those of you who will go to 11th standard, this is a little bit of mental preparation for you that this is what it is going to be. This is how many books you will have. So in 11th grade, you will have one whole textbook which is going to be there for biology. You will have two for physics and chemistry. That means individually you will have that many number of chapters. This 15 that I told you might just be there for biology or might just be there for physics. Actually, maybe a little more than that as well, right? So here, as you all know, I'm not even going to go into math, mainly looking at PCB. And in this case, if you look at the chapters as well, I'm just going to talk about biology, right? Because I mainly teach biology. 9th standard pay, we have what? 6 chapters, out of which the previous year, a few of the chapters were deleted as well. Now for the 9th and 10th grade students, this is for you, right? All the 200 plus students who are here, this is for you, yes? Now in this case, even if you have 6 out of total of 15 chapters, you are going to have a total of 5 units, as you can see right behind me, right? What you see right behind me is the total number just in 11th grade. And students here who are from Aakash BYJU'S NEET channel, you can tell your juniors also, right, how important these chapters are. You can help your juniors and tell them and talk to them about it, right? You can give me a thumbs up on the channel as well. So this right here is very important. Now similarly, for all of you who are getting worried more and more, 12th grade may also, these are your chapters in 10th. Life process, control coordination, heredity, how do organisms reproduce. You know that in all these cases, a lot of these chapters will repeat. Now, if you look at human physiology in 11th grade, it's an elaboration of these 2 chapters. Reproduction in detail comes in 12th grade. Heredity and genetics comes as a whole unit as well, right? So this right here is a very, very elaborate. So when you go to 11th and 12th grade, right, things become very elaborate. Now, keeping this in mind, how many of you here are aspiring doctors? Can you give me a quick raise of hands? Once again, how many of you here are quick raise of hands on how many of you want to be doctors or you aspire to be a doctor. Now I know some of you have a little more technical doubts and we will get to that as well, right? So I will get to all of that. But nonetheless, how many of you here aspire to be that? Because see, if you aspire to be something, you put in the hard work, you are going to get it, okay? Hard work is very, very important. What is the road to that hard work? What is the road to that success, right? That is what we are here to understand. And during that process, so many of you here would have these doubts. And I want you to tell me how many of you have these doubts. How many of you feel like, ma'am, which exam should I write? Or maybe what is the syllabus for the exam? Yes? How much time should I spend in preparing? Or what is the right strategy that I should use to prepare? Most importantly, is there a lot of competition? Is the exam going to be really tough? Or should I go for some special coaching? Yes? Or how am I going to do this when I'm going to have 12 standard exams as well? How am I going to manage all of it? I have to prepare for competitive exams. I need to prepare for my board exams. I will have so many things in between. How am I going to manage this all? Am I too late? If I'm in 9th standard, am I already too late? Or if I'm in 11th grade and if I'm just starting, is it too late for me to do this? Or should I take a drop year and best thing is I dedicate one whole year and I prep for this, right? Also, all of these questions are things you must be wondering, right? And when all of these questions come into our mind, we need to call upon experts who can help us. Which is why here we have with us Dr. Pankhuri ma'am, yes? So we know that she here is the expert who is going to be guiding us, taking us through bits and pieces, lot of doubts that you have. She's going to be with us throughout today to understand more. So welcome ma'am.
Hi Aishwarya ma'am. I was just listening to all the josh that ma'am has put in her children and it was so beautiful how you addressed each and every doubt that every student, I went through all these questions and doubts as a student. Yeah. You went through all these doubts as a student and these are the doubts. You didn't leave any question that I get on my personal platform whenever students transition from 10th to 11th. These are the painful questions that all of you go through. Now, all my children on BYJU'S 9th and 10th channel, if you're meeting me for the very first time, I'm Dr. Pankhuri Miglani. I'm biology educator on Aakash BYJU'S NEET channel. Some of you must have seen us there. So, bacha log, welcome to this platform and you are absolutely meeting the right people at the right time, at the right place to understand everything about what is coming for you in this year 2023. If you have an aspiration and dream, like ma'am said, of becoming a doctor, which is not a chota mota dream, it is one of the biggest dreams that all of us can see after doing our 10th standard. This is a very high road that one can take. It is considered as one of the noblest professions in the world, becoming a doctor. Because after all, I think doctors are considered next to gods. You will be responsible for relieving pain for so many people till you're alive. जो आकाश बायजूस नीट के बच्चे हैं, most of you know us, most of you have studied from us, you have prepared. आपका 2 साल का syllabus complete हो गया है, 11th, 12th, and now we are doing crash courses. I want all of you to help our juniors. You have to help them at this confusing stage. Of course, they have fabulous teachers like Aishwarya ma'am, so the transition is going to be easier than others. Yes. Yeah, I keep watching the classes and my goodness, I wish I had one Aishwarya ma'am in my 9th and 10th, and the transition would be like this, right? So we can begin the session. Let me tell you, I've been mentoring students since last 12 plus years, and you know, whenever there were exams, there were AI PMT, state PMT, seats were less, applicants were less, and this pattern kept changing, and it's still evolving. So I have done it all, prepared students for all kind of exams, okay? And so don't worry, you are at the right place, in the right hands. We are going to help you completely. It is 100%, and you are going to be future doctors.
Yes. So see, we are handing you over to the people who know it the best. So for everybody out there who want to reach out to Pankhuri ma'am, you can reach out to her on her Telegram channel as well. So everybody, when we share this PPT to all of you, you will have access to this, so that if you have some doubts, maybe 1 or 2 doubts, ma'am, so many students are here, if at all something gets missed out, they can always reach out to you, right?
Absolutely. You can join this Telegram group, and the beautiful part, हिंदी वाले बच्चों को भी बता देती हूँ, सबसे अच्छी बात ये है, I sit next to Aishwarya ma'am. If there is any doubt that is relevant, that ma'am can answer better, I can show you. She can take a peek into my Telegram group as well. So the code is @Pankhuri007. Bacha log, you have just given your board exams, and from what I hear from ma'am, Ankita ma'am also, Aishwarya ma'am, by the way, my own best teachers, like I said, 9th, 10th science, if somebody taught me like them, my God, I would have been a happy student, not confused at all. So I'm sure you all are very happy, right? So children, what you have to understand is that this is the best that can happen to you. If you have any worries, if your parents have any worries, we are always here. Ma'am is always here. I'm always here. You can ask us anything, anytime. Don't be worried. Don't get confused. Don't listen to a lot of noise. Okay, so we are going to tell the very important things about NEET today, preparation today, every doubt. And we'll take the doubts also.
Yes, so just to give you an understanding, now I can see a lot of you here are already flooding us with a lot of questions. Now we will be taking those questions, but for 9th and 10th students especially, one thing that I need you to understand is that, like we said, right, we'll go step by step into it, and as we take it up, let's first get an understanding of what is this NEET, right ma'am? I think most of them don't know what are the steps. They want to be a doctor, but sometimes the steps are not very clear, right? So what would be the basic steps that they would have to follow?
Right. So the thing is, bacha log, you have to understand that when you transition from 10th to 12th, you remain a student. आप तो student ही रहते हो, लेकिन फिर बदलता क्या है? क्यों ये इतना बड़ा एग्जाम है? And why the selection is so difficult? तो आज basics जानते हैं कि एग्जाम क्या है? How to become a doctor? So first of all, you need to clear your 11th and 12th standard. You need to pass 11th and 12th standard. Take qualification marks in order to just sit for NEET exam. Number 1. Okay, so you have to complete your senior secondary education, and through this exam, which is called National Eligibility and Entrance Test, then you get a seat for MBBS or I think other courses also. It's not only MBBS. What you have to realize is we call it as a common entrance exam. So anybody, let me know in the chat box, both 9th and 10th channel and Aakash BYJU'S NEET channel, who's very passionate about pets. Who wants to be a veterinary surgeon someday. Absolutely love dogs or cats, and I love pets. Or somebody who want to do something in let's say pharmaceutical industry. You're very fond of making drugs, yeah, painkillers for example, or you want to do something in nursing. So for all those exams, Ayurveda, ma'am, Ayurveda is a very growing branch in the country.
Yeah,
So many
definitely.
people.
And of course, ma'am, off late, right? Off late, of course, a lot of people prefer to have a lot of organic and more of Ayurvedic solutions because it's more better for the body as well. And that's a very growing field at this point, especially biotechnology, Ayurveda. These are all some growing fields, and there's a lot of options out there for the students as well. So, ma'am, if they have to do all of these things, where should they go for, right? What should they do?
Exactly. So it's not only, okay, I want to become a doctor. If research, some people want to get into research, they have this mindset, aptitude of being a scientist. Ma'am, for everything, now it has become super easy. You have to clear one exam.
Yeah.
If we were talking today, how ma'am gave so many exams.
Yeah.
When she was a student, I gave so many exams, state PMTs and
Yes.
AI PMT, and we used to be scared. You know how exam fear is common, and whether it's board exam or any exam fear, exam phobia is there for everybody.
And exam fever is there for everyone, whether it's your parents, whether it's your teachers, even if it is the topmost person sitting as a CEO in some international company, they would definitely have had that fear of exam, right? I think it's a way of testing yourself, like how much do you know, right? And ma'am, when you're going to be a doctor, you have the biggest responsibility in your hands. And for a lot of you, like, ma'am, is NEET going to be hard? Right? A lot of you are saying, ma'am, if I have to become an ophthalmologist, some students were constantly asking.
Gynecologist, for example.
So for all of these fields, ma'am, they have to give NEET, right?
Yes. So now our education system has become streamlined. We have just one exam. We don't have to worry to sit for 10 different exams. You have so many dreams, but there is one exam which is NEET UG exam. The National Testing Agency conducts this exam, and the name of the exam. Now, children, one thing, ma'am, students, especially after 10th, they go on several sites.
Yes.
Especially social media promotes some fake sites.
Yeah.
So it's one thing I want to tell my dearest children. Please go on official website, which is NTA, your National Testing Agency. Every information is beautifully presented there. So NTA पर आपको मिलेगा कि NEET UG के एग्जाम से you can enter MBBS, Ayush, Veterinary and all the paramedical and the medical courses, BDS courses as well.
Ma'am, I would like to take a question. They wanted to know about pharmacy and pharmacology. Is that something they can opt for if they take up NEET?
Absolutely, absolutely. Like I said, all the paramedical courses also, all the alternative medicines also, homeopathy. Some people have special interest in homeopathy because somebody in the family is practicing it. Their father is a homeopathic doctor. So don't think it's only MBBS. The awareness that you need right now, why Aishwarya ma'am and I are here, that there is one single exam which should be the goal of your life now after 10th standard.
Yes.
NEET exam is going to open the windows for anything. Even if you want to get into, let's say, foreign universities, you want to go abroad or something, NEET exam is mandatory.
Ma'am, another very important question, if you don't mind, I'd like to go back. Lot of kids, and I think I was telling Pankhuri ma'am, this is going to be something everybody would want to know. Why do we say NEET UG? What is the reason behind that?
So, my children, UG stands for undergraduate courses. So, after undergraduation, you do post-graduation also, right? So, post-graduation is after you've completed your MBBS, you can opt for, like people are saying, I want to be a cardiologist, I want to be a surgeon, I want to be a gynecologist. So, first you do the general medicine, which is your MBBS. After that, you will have to choose one branch. For example, you will choose a branch of gynecology. So, that will be PG.
Okay.
Do you know there is a separate NEET PG exam as well?
Yes, so that they can specialize on that.
I'm not scaring you, children. See, first your target should be to finish MBBS. Sometimes people go for research after MBBS or other fields also. I came into teaching after doing my undergraduation. So, first you should look at your target. Yeah?
So for neurosurgery as well, you will have to clear your NEET. You have to clear NEET. Like ma'am said, you'll have to do MBBS first, right? Everybody, that's your door. MBBS is your first door if you want to take up or you want to be a surgeon in the future. And ma'am, I think for surgery also, there are like many courses available. And post-PG, they do specialization, post-doctorate, there are lot of steps which are involved. One step at a time now.
One step at a time, and this step is going to make you a different human being.
Yeah.
You understand, once you secure a seat in a good government MBBS college, there's no looking back. You will do well in life. So make this as your prime target right now.
Yes. Now, of course, quickly, right? Many of you here are asking about huge syllabus and everything. We are going to talk about it. Today, actually, we will touch base on it because later on, we have something in store for you. But for that, you'll have to stay till the very end, right? But I think the second most important question, and you can tell us how many of you feel this way. How many of you think that, ma'am, can I go right in 10th standard only? I'll have head start, right? I'll know how NEET is. I'll get an idea. You know, just like writing Olympiads, right, ma'am? We can attempt Olympiads as well. How many of you here feel this way? You can be honest, right? How many of you feel, ma'am, 9th standard say or 10th standard say, I'll go give one attempt? Yes, lot of you here. Yes, Victor, Ritika, lot of you are. We are going to take all those questions. Just saying. Okay. Ma'am, see, a lot of them want to give it in 10th only.
In 10th only, yeah. We can become doctor at the age of 15, no? We can start with patients. Why to waste time? Why to wait? Simple. Our shortcuts are always easy. That's how it seems. But does it really work? We'll see that.
Yeah.
So children, those of you who are thinking you can give NEET right now, that is not possible. The country, the National Testing Agency follows a path that you have to cross in order to become a doctor. You have to understand one thing. जब आप MBBS करोगे, जब आप doctor बनोगे, there will be a life on the operation table. The entire life of somebody will be in your hands. It's a situation of life and death. So to become somebody next to God, you cannot miss any steps.
Yes.
There is no missing the steps. So you have to complete your 11th and 12th syllabus. Of course, you cannot take it lightly. It's okay, I'll score some 70% marks in 11th. It's okay, I'll just do the important topics. Aishwarya ma'am keeps saying this topic is very important.
Yeah.
This paragraph in NCERT is a very important paragraph. I'll just do that. Rest, it's okay. I don't like it. Control and coordination, I don't like. I'll not do.
Yeah, I know. Or most often than not, Arey ma'am, in general, bio is very easy. Physics, for us, we have science paper. Physics is very tough. Chemistry is very tough. Bio, we will score somehow, right? Kids are there, ma'am. And you can also be honest with us, right? It's not a point where we are going to say, you should not think that way. We know sometimes in class pay only you've come and you've told us that.
Right.
And it's okay, right? But what we are trying to tell you is, if you are an aspiring doctor, and for all of you out there, if you feel that, you know, I want to pursue medical, and what can I start doing from 9th and 10th itself, I think, ma'am, the major subjects are these that they have to focus on, right?
Yes. So when you sit for your NEET exam, your head, you yourself should be a perfectionist. I repeat, a perfectionist, 100% scorer in these subjects. These are qualifying subjects. You understand, your NEET paper will be of physics, chemistry, biology. The questions will be asked from physics, chemistry, biology. And we have a lot of surprises. We are going to talk about the exact pattern of the paper in our upcoming sessions.
Yes.
That is a surprise. Ma'am has kept a lot of surprises for you. She was sharing today. But qualification means your 12th class certificate should have qualifying marks for these subjects, which is physics, chemistry, biology, as well as English. Yeah, other subjects are optional, bachcha log. So be very, students are often confused in this.
And English is also, ma'am, language. आराम से करेंगे. क्या ही है language में, English is so easy.
Right.
Some of you in class, again, going to be telling some truths in class, ma'am. I'm going to be sharing this with Pankhuri, ma'am. Many of them will be, ma'am, why are you doing this in English? I keep telling them, your exam is in English. I will teach you in English. You have to start becoming more comfortable.
Right.
Now, when you're giving your exam, ma'am, now you can tell them how important your English is also here at this point.
Aishwarya ma'am, I'll tell you, in NEET, you get an option to choose a language.
Yes.
You can choose Hindi, Bengali, Punjabi. But every question will be printed in English.
Yeah.
English in NEET exam is a primary language. So let's say a question was printed wrong in Hindi. Okay, then NTA will choose the English form. If English form is correct, then that will be accepted.
Right.
So English is the primary language, children. And those of you who find difficulty in English, what is very important is biology terms.
Yes. Yes, very, very important.
All in English. Even physics. How can you ignore that? Motion in one plane and all of
Yes.
that. Chemistry, thermodynamics, reactions, equations. So many terms are in English. If something is so important, can't we start practicing early on?
Definitely, definitely. And you have so many sources. See, we here at BYJU'S itself in 9 and 10, you have Asmita ma'am who's gone in detail for you. I'm just saying, if you are currently in 9th, currently in 10th, right? If you have 10th pass out, though, you know now the next steps are very clear for you. But if you're in 9th and 10th, we're only telling you is, we're telling you what is important, what you need to pay attention to from now itself, right? So this right here is important. And now many of them were asking, what are the combination of subjects if they have to take, if they want to be a doctor, what is the ideal combination of subjects that they should take in 11th grade?
Ma'am, the most ideal and common combination that students take is PCB, which is physics, chemistry, biology. Some people take mathematics as well. Let's say they want help in physics.
Right.
Because mathematics helps them to solve physics questions.
Yes.
Otherwise, if somebody is interested in biotechnology, we have some very good universities like BITS Pilani and some very prestigious institutions in our country which provide courses in biotechnology.
Right.
Now, if you want to do your undergraduation in biotechnology, then you need mathematics.
Yes.
That time mathematics becomes super important.
Now, one thing I'd like to add is, see, now there are some schools which offer 11th and 12th grade program, and then you have colleges as well. So to share a personal experience, I went from school and then I did my undergraduate in something what we call as a pre-university college.
Right.
And there normally if you are applying like that, you may only get it in this combination, which is a PCMB combination, or you will get it in a PCME combination, which is electronics. So for those of you who aspire to do engineering, this would be the better option for you. And a lot of you are asking about JE classes as well. We have everything ready for all of you. We will be coming up in the upcoming weeks. This, ma'am, is just the beginning, right?
It's just the beginning. We have so many plans for you. We are not going to leave you at just one step. It is a promise till the end. You know how I tell my students, we are going to hold your hand and till you sit on the seat in the medical college for your first year class, we are not leaving you. Even we support them even for the counseling process, which happens after the NEET exam. I see some students asking when to buy NCERT book of class 11th. Well, my dear, now is the right time. Yeah. So PDFs are available on the internet, which I don't personally recommend. I think you should have the hard copy.
Yes.
And PDF is just for reference. Let's say you want to find one line or one sentence. It's always better to have the book with you.
Yes.
Paper and pen.
Best. That's always the best because you already have a lot of screen time. So what I would always recommend and what ma'am is also recommending is to have a hard copy. Now there was also one more question on mathematics that, I mean, ma'am, if you don't mind, I would like to take that. A lot of them are like, ma'am, if I have basic mathematics and I take standard mathematics, it again goes hand in hand with this, right? Because your mathematics syllabus, what you can do is you can check out the syllabus online. It's freely available for 11th and 12th standards. So if you're going from 10th to 11th, you can always check this out. You can have a look at this, right? And see if it works for you and do a lot of, you can counsel with the teachers. They will be able to help you out. You can come on our channel, take the guidance of the expert teachers. You can go to Aakash BYJU'S channel, whether it's on the JE channel. You can take the expertise of so many of the teachers like Bhumika ma'am there who will be able to guide you and help you on all of this, right? So everybody who's asking about basic or advanced mathematics, see, in your NEET exam, you will have PCB, right? PCB are the questions or the subjects from which you will get questions, right? And ma'am, I think we can further on about the qualifications and how the marking process is as an overview, right?
Right. So, qualifying marks for NEET is 50% marks in the qualifying examination, which can be your state boards or CBSE or ICSE. And for other categories, that is for general category, for SC, ST, PWD candidates, you have your category certificate, then you need 40% marks in your qualifying exam. This is mandatory. Your 12th class certificate is mandatory. Otherwise, you don't get a seat in a medical college.
Ma'am, another question a lot of students are asking is, will the 12th standard marks be considered when they are getting their NEET rank? Many of them are very concerned about that.
That comes at a later stage, ma'am. That happens when there is a tie-breaking situation.
Okay.
And that is also after a lot of parameters are checked. So, usually 12th marks are not seen. But let's say Aishwarya ma'am and I got similar marks. Then also 12th marks will not be seen till, we are matching in every parameter. We are twins in, let's say, bio marks, physics marks, chemistry marks. So, all in all, 12th marks are not seen.
So for all of you who are very worried about 12th grade, this is for all of you, right? And most importantly, there's also an age criteria, right, ma'am?
Right. This is very important, children. So you have to see how old you are. For the first time in life, now you have to worry. Okay, this is very, very important, and a lot of confusion goes around this.
Yeah.
So let's say you're writing your paper in, these guys will write their paper in 2025, na? Your bachas?
Yes.
2025.
2025, 2026. Huh?
Yeah.
2025, yeah.
2025 and 2026. Give us a thumbs up in the chat box if you're writing your paper in 2025 and 2026. Aishwarya ma'am ke pyare bacche. Somebody has named themselves Venus.
Yes.
I'm 13 years. So I'll clear this doubt for you. If you're writing your paper in 2025, okay, let's say your NEET exam is in 2025, then you should turn 17 in December 2025. Let's say you are 14 and a half, because the exam happens usually in May, May or June, and you're 14 and a half. But by December, that is when you've entered the first year of your medical college, you should be 17 years, because पढ़ाई थोड़ी tough है.
Yeah.
तो आप mature हो, आप उसके लिए mentally ready हो, ये बहुत ज़रूरी है. So they have kept the age limit. But ma'am, there is one more clause. Very interesting clause.
Oh, what is that? Now I'm curious to know.
So there is a minimum age,
Yes, that is 17.
but there is no maximum age.
That is amazing. That means I can also go write.
Yeah. There is no
I can write with all of
maximum age.
you also.
Yes, let's make ma'am write the exam now. So, there is no upper age limit to write the NEET exam.
Actually, a lot of students were asking about that, and I kept that in mind, but I think in the train of thought I lost it. But thank you, ma'am, for bringing that up. So all of you, please understand that, you know what? There's no upper limit, which means that you can attempt it. There's no upper limit. I'm not going to say you can attempt it whenever. That's a very easy way of putting it out there. But ma'am, I think a very interesting question is, can NRI candidates attempt?
Definitely, ma'am.
Yes, that's very important, because a lot of exams, actually NRI candidates may not be able to attempt, but NEET is something that you can, of course, attempt if you are an NRI candidate. Now, Bharat, on the syllabus, we are going to get to it, so don't worry about it. And we're going to get to the part where, ma'am, competition.
Yes. So students always, in fact, this was the question when we started the session.
Yeah.
Why is NEET so tough? So children, there is something called as the noise, and then there's something called as reality. So let me tell you, there is a lot of noise that NEET is tough and it is unattainable. It is not. More so now, because you have access to quality teachers and education. Yeah. So, but is it easy also? Is it like everybody can do it, because everybody sits for 10th boards and scores well?
Yeah.
So is it the same thing? Is it the same boat? No. So it is one of the toughest competitive exams of the country. But it is not based on I'm not intelligent, I scored this much in 10th, my physics was not good. Forget about all that.
Yeah.
Everybody can clear NEET if there is a if.
Yeah.
If you follow the right strategy, you study from the right teachers, you are associated with the right platform. And that is why ma'am has planned this session to tell you what are the right steps.
Yes.
So let's answer this question whether the competition is tough or not. But I want you to decide for yourself whether it is tough or not. Now, there's a difference between noise and truth. So I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah.
The truth is that every year, presently, around 18 lakh candidates sit for this exam.
My God, 18 lakh students. There would be students who are currently giving 12th. There could be some students who would have taken a drop year and studied.
Right.
So your competition is vast. You are competing with the entire country.
Yup, yup. 18 lakh students fine want the same thing. Yeah, like there is a chocolate and 10 people in the office want it. Yeah, I know Aishwarya ma'am will make it possible somehow. Yeah, she'll make sure everybody gets it. But then there is a chocolate and only 2 of us want it. We don't have a worry. It's okay, we'll make it half. Now there are 18 lakh candidates and there are 356 medical colleges. I'm talking about government prestigious medical colleges, not private colleges. Yeah, and MBBS seats, children, I'm only talking about MBBS seats are just 52,000. Of course, seats are little bit, gradually they're increasing, and I'm sure when these kids write their exam, it should be, that's my wish, it would reach up to 70,000 or something. Yeah, the country, the government, our Prime Minister, we are really working towards that because we want to generate doctors and make it easy for them. But children, now look at the ratio. You all are good in mathematics. Aishwarya ma'am tells me that my students are really good, very wise students.
Very regular in Khushbu ma'am and Arsh ma'am's classes. So, and just they've given their math exam ma'am yesterday. Or if for those of you who finished 10th, others who are in 9th and 10th also, you've been very regular in their classes. So ma'am, the ratio of students attempting the exam versus the number of seats, that means how many of you can get admission or get into the program is drastically huge.
So competition is when you have the same target. So for 52,000 seats, 18 lakh kids are there. You have to, only 50,000 students will win this game. So you have to do something right, special.
Yes. So it's very important that ma'am, their preparation is solid here, right? And ma'am, one thing is board preparation. But is board preparation and NEET preparation the same? How many of you have this doubt? How many of you think that when I prepare for my boards and preparing for NEET are actually two very different things that we do? Any of you have this doubt, ma'am, in the future if I have to do it, I feel like these are two very different things. Any of you feel this way? Do a hands up. Do a hands up, because I know some of you think this way, and as a matter of fact, I thought this way as well as a child. Yes. And this is a very...
Ma'am, there is a good student who is good in their board exams, who scores well in their board exams, definitely has an edge in any exam that the country is going to conduct. But there is a difference. There is a icing on the cake. Yeah. So the difference between 10th board exams and difference between NEET exam, we will cover that distance. You're going to get the flavor. Today is just the starting of this whole journey.
Right.
You're going to get the flavor more and more as ma'am conducts, as I come and tell you more and more about the difference, the path that is right in front of you. Now children, what you have to understand, ma'am just mentioned in the beginning, the number of chapters that you have in 9th and 10th.
Yeah.
And the number of chapters that you have in 11th. But is it so difficult? We are going to teach you with the help of example that it is not difficult for anybody who is good in their concepts.
Yes.
Yeah. So what you require for NEET and boards is, in boards you might study only a certain book, only a prescribed syllabus. You knew the important concepts. The detail of the concept was less. Yeah, but in NEET preparation, you have 2 years and you have 11th and 12th both to cover. It's not just 10th board से पहले 10th का syllabus complete किया, 5 chapter complete किए. अब मेरे पास total 98 chapters हैं. 11th and 12th combined. Don't get scared.
Yeah. But that in itself is a huge number.
So you have 2 years.
Yeah.
But you cannot waste even a moment of these 2 years.
Yes. Which is why, ma'am, I think having a foundation is very important.
Yes, yes.
So for those of you who are already rattled in 9th and 10th, arey ma'am, what is this? Now after giving 9th exam, I thought 10th ke baad we'll be okay. But now you're telling me 11th and 12th, everything is going to be scary.
Yeah.
Now, you know, you're like, maybe I don't want 11th and 12th to come. Some of you are like, I'm very happy in 9th and 10th only, you know, doing my thing, right? So all of you are very afraid, which is why we're here to tell you that for those of you who really want to aspire, because at the end of the day, when you're giving a competitive exam, and this is something we've told you, when you're giving a competitive exam, the level of thinking, the way you approach a question, your application of knowledge becomes very different, right? But that does not mean that all this is not attainable, because if it was not attainable, you don't have students clearing the exam every year, right? You still have students clearing it. So at this point, does not mean that you already start reading 11th grade syllabus and then you do 11th and 9th or 10th and 11th side by side. At this point, if you're in 9th and 10th, you don't need to take any stress. But what you need to build is a strong foundation, now knowing that PCB is super important for NEET. And ma'am, I think you can tell, right, what is the ideal time and how it's, you know, like a lot of them must be thinking, how is my 9th and 10th going to help me? A lot of them must be thinking that itself, right? How 9th and 10th?
Is related to 11th and 12th. This is a very common misconception. People think 9th and 10th is not related to 11th and 12th. Let's just forget. It was another birth only. That I studied from Aishwarya ma'am. She did so much of hard work teaching me biology,
Gone are the days.
social sciences. Now they might think, oh, PCMB. Social sciences got nothing to do with it. Now let me give you a surprise. Whatever you studied in 9th, you can actually, through your 9th class knowledge, and I'm not kidding, you can solve a NEET question. Ma'am, should we show with the help of an example?
Yes, definitely. Now in the chat, before we show you, how many of you want to know that you will be able to do a NEET question that's come in the exam just by knowing 9th standard biology? How many of you feel this way? I feel like some of you in 8th grade also will be able to solve this question. How many of you want to see this with your own very eyes at this point? Hands up. Yes? Somebody's like, Mom, no. Nahi dekhna hai.
Scared of NEET.
Okay. Yes, many of them are like, Mom, yes, me. See, if this is the case, if you have enjoyed what we're doing, before I show you the question right now, of course, this is going to be very helpful. If you found this helpful so far, please make sure you hit the like button on this video. You do not forget to subscribe, because like Pankhuri ma'am and I've been telling all day, this is just the beginning. It's the tip of the iceberg that we're going to bring for you to make sure that we hold your hand till the very end of it. So everybody quickly hit the like button. We need to have at least 500 likes on this video. So jaldi go ahead and hit the like button. Yes? All right. Okay, ma'am. So I think now we can show them, right?
Yep. We can go to the question. Yes. So this was a question asked in NEET 2013. Yeah. So I'll show you exactly that your hard work, your teachers' ka hard work is going to pay off so easily. Can I have the answers in the chat box? Read this question. I want 9th and 10th kids to answer this question with a free mind, whatever you know. A major site for synthesis of lipids is what? Where is? See, ma'am, look at their answers. My God. Huh? You have generated some geniuses, huh? I'm going to get some geniuses in class 11th. Yes. Very excited.
Very happy. Even then I saw some RER, but it's okay.
Some RER. That always happens. SCR, RER always happens.
But good. See, I told you, even if you're in 8th standard, you'll be able to get this answer, because ma'am, NCERT does give the basics.
This is the importance of a good foundation. So when you say what is the ideal time for preparation, well, maybe you don't know, but it has started from 9th itself, 10th itself. That is why the syllabus is so common. You study cell in class 9th also, you study cell in class 11th also. What do you do about it? What is the difference then? The difference, like ma'am said, beautiful thing she said, application of knowledge is different. You have to be analytical, you have to think like a doctor, then you have to solve the question in maximum 1 minute. In bio, you don't even get 1 minute. Yeah, sometimes 30 seconds. So all of this comes with practice. Yeah, let's show them the answer. So the same question has the answer in class 9th NCERT.
Yes, see? It's there in your NCERT under ER. Now, a lot of you who have just come to 9th grade, it's okay. We'll be dealing with this, right? But 8th May also, we've learned a little bit about it.
Cell,
And what you see right behind Pankhuri ma'am is from class 11th, where you have cell, the unit of life, and where we go greater in detail. But here also, we are learning about SER. So, ma'am, basically, your 11th and 12th is an elaboration in the details of what they learn in 9th and 10th.
But if you have not worked hard, in 9th, your foundation is not proper. You are not focusing, you're thinking, oh, 11th, 12th is different. I want to become a doctor. Why to focus so much? Why to attend all the classes Aishwarya ma'am does? Who cares? Then you will suffer. It will be so much of information, because you have to do the same topic in much more detail. You will not be ready for it mentally. As a student, you will not be ready. So the right time is now. If you're in 9th, if you're in 10th, you have to proceed towards your dream. I'm going to show you a question from the same chapter. Now what will happen is, you know this thing, but you can't solve the question.
Yes. Or you can give it a try also.
Yeah, you
can just
should
give it a try.
Yeah.
So ma'am, I think we can show, you can give them the question as well.
So this is a question from NEET 2016. I'm showing you, we're giving you this glimpse so that you know what is this NEET, big thing, big noise. So the questions are not foreign to you. You've been studying since a child. The question is a complex of ribosomes. All of you know ribosomes. Give us a thumbs up in the chat box.
Everybody knows what ribosomes does, right? You can tell us, what does ribosomes do as well?
I've seen all the classes where you've taught them so nicely.
I've drawn ribosome also.
Yeah.
Not so very good looking ribosome, but still. I have no idea. It's okay if you don't know.
It's okay. So you understand that the foundation was laid beautifully in class 9th and 10th. What you do in class 11th, you have those 2 years, my children. Take this seriously. Take this seriously to understand that in 11th and 12th, you are detailing, you're dissecting the same concept. You're learning more details. But what if you didn't know what is ribosome? Then you have to spend extra time and energy in first knowing what is a ribosome.
Yes.
So 2 years are less for a student who has not worked hard in 9th and 10th.
And ma'am, I think it saves a lot of time as well, right?
Because your confidence also.
Exactly. Because in 9th and 10th also, when we tell you for preparation, and as a matter of fact, whoever is in 11th right now in the NEET channel, there are a lot of things. See, especially if you're in 11th right now, it's still a very ideal time for you. Because if you feel, like some of you are saying, ma'am, chemistry is very tough. Some of you are saying, ma'am, I'm struggling with biology, certain topics. Whatever is tough, 11th is still a very ideal time for you to go back and revise it. Because most often than not, when our basics are not strong, right? Even if you want to learn the advanced version, it is very, very tough. Which is why what we would ask very simply is just be regular in your classes.
Yes.
Be attentive during your classes. Nobody is telling you have to sit in front of the book 24/7.
Right.
Whenever you are being in class, give your focus, right? Don't deprioritize anything if you are a NEET aspirant. Don't deprioritize telling, okay, now I have 35 chapters with me, maybe I will do these 15, then I will leave this for later. Or what happens in 9th and 10th is, arey ma'am, bio to easy hai, ho jayega and all that. It's okay, if you're strong with your foundation, well and good. But if you feel, ma'am, there's some places where I'm not sure with, use your time wisely to build strong foundations.
Absolutely. There's a lot of conceptual knowledge, and children, you have to understand, now it's not just science. Suddenly it has become physics, chemistry, biology, and like ma'am said, you have to give equal weightage, equal time, equal love, equal attention to all the subjects. Then only they'll grow. They are like babies. They'll only grow if you'll nurture them equally. You have full 2 years are more than enough, I tell you very honestly. As a student also, I can say that. As a teacher also, mentoring students, I've seen, if you work hard for the next 2 years, you are sorted. You will get into AIMS Delhi. I'm not talking about any other college. I'm talking about the top college. But you cannot now skip steps, and you cannot spend 6 months in thinking, oh, what should I do? Should I study from there? Should I study from that ma'am? Should I buy this book, that book? We can't waste time.
Yeah. So that's very important what Pankhuri ma'am said, and I hope you're all listening very intently. Ma'am, many of them want to know the answer. They're also very curious about the answer.
So the answer is very easy. In fact, we'll teach it to you in detail in class 11th, and this concept goes in class 12th, genetics also.
Yeah.
They've studied genetics in class 10th. It's very interesting. They love it. I know.
They get scared also, but no.
They get scared also.
Now you know why we are so excited teaching heredity. Whenever we come and we teach that chapter, they're like, ma'am, no, nahi ho raha hai. But you should see Ankita ma'am and me, we are very excited because we know what's also there in 12th, right? So, see, whenever classes are there, just stay with us. And ma'am, I think along with this, most important thing is practice.
Practice. So, that's what is different. That is the biggest jump or the biggest surprise that a 10th class student gets in 11th. In 10th, we gave a cumulative subjective paper. But in 11th and 12th, it is all MCQ pattern.
Yes.
And MCQ also has different variations. It is match the following, it is assertion, reason. There's a lot of reasoning skill that we will develop together. So we'll practice that. We keep practicing that on the channel. In fact, what I would recommend to all 9th and 10th students is visit Aakash BYJU'S NEET channel. watch the classes. There's an entire library, there's an entire playlist of all the teachers. My classes are also there. Suppose you like certain topic or you dislike certain topic. Let's say heredity is there.
Yeah.
Watch the lecture. How is heredity taught differently? In fact, genetics is one of the major chunks in class 12.
Yeah.
How is cell taught? You will find classes of cell. You will find classes of circulatory system. All the classes are there. Watch them, gain confidence, gain some familiarity. And when we start the classes, don't miss even a single class.
Yes. So that's very, very important. You can go check out the videos. The description for the channel is there in the link for the description is available on the description of this particular video. Just one question which a lot of you had, right, ma'am? How are we going to complete the syllabus? It's a vast syllabus. How are we going to complete? Now see, the approach that we had maybe for 10th is going to be very different from the approach that you may face when you're in 11th. For 9th and 10th grade students who are saying, ma'am, I think I should start studying now. See, don't panic. So here we're telling you to not panic if you are in 9th and 10th, because if you're currently in 9th and 10th, just pay attention. That's all Pankhuri ma'am is telling. Be regular to your classes and be punctual to classes.
Yeah, I would add that we have a schedule.
Yes.
We have divided the entire syllabus till the NEET exam. The entire plan is to complete your syllabus much before. For example, you're in class 11th, we will be completing the syllabus by October.
Yeah.
We won't even wait till your March ke exams. So 2023, if you're starting your 11th by latest by October, November, your syllabus is complete and you have chance for second revision also. So that is the speciality of Aakash BYJU'S NEET platform. Super dedicated minds, NEET experts are sitting here to work with your schedule, to work with your syllabus. You just have to be regular in the classes.
Yes. So for all the future 10th grade students moving to 11th, this is for you, especially Bharat who had the doubt, ma'am, itna sara syllabus, how is it going to happen? Bharat, I hope we've answered your question. Bharat is also a very regular student as
तो
well.
10th का हुआ ना, 9th 10th का
Yeah.
हुआ ना syllabus, वो कैसे हो गया? पहले यही लगता था 8th में इतना कैसे होगा? Everything happens when you are with the right teachers, when you are with the right mentors.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Now, of course, like ma'am said, right, especially in the Aakash BYJU'S NEET channel, smart playlists are available where they can access the resources. So, ma'am, I think they can just go check this out after the
It's
video.
very nicely designed. You will find in smart playlist, you will find the chapter done in one shot also. You will find the chapter done in 10 classes also. You will find diagram based sessions. You will find question practicing sessions. There's an entire plethora of content available, and I can say this with full heart and full promise that this is the best quality content of the country available for you free of cost. Yeah, so don't miss this chance. Just go through it, and you know what, let Aishwarya ma'am know in the next class that, ma'am, you know what, we love the content. We are not scared. You are there with us. You are mentoring us.
Yeah.
We have teachers mentoring us. We have Aakash BYJU'S platform mentoring us. We are not scared at all. But you have to feel that. You have to feel the confidence, and then ma'am is always there to hear you out.
Definitely. So here's a small, what do you say, I would use a blank screen to write. This is your small homework for the day. What are you going to do? Go check out Aakash BYJU'S NEET channel, right? So I'm just going to write it very quickly. Check out the NEET channel. Go watch 1 or 2 videos, right? And let us know in the comments, right? You can let us know in the comments of this video if you found it helpful. If you have further questions, now I'm sure a lot of you are like, ma'am, I already saw 2 comments telling, ma'am, you are ignoring me, right? But I'm not. I already gave you a heads up in the beginning. Chat is running very fast. But the thing is, if you have further questions, either for me or you have it directed to Pankhuri ma'am, like we said, you can reach out to her directly on the Telegram group, or else what you can do is let me know in the comments of this video. Ma'am will be answering to you, or I will be reaching out to you, or the team is going to answer, right? Because this particular phase is a very important phase, especially, right? Your academic year has not started per se. It's a very slow time, but this is a very right time for you to make some important decisions of your future. And we as human beings are very capable of making decisions given that we have ample amount of time. When we have enough time, ma'am, we prep well. Yeah. We weigh out a lot of options. We see, yes, I want this, I want to do this. Then we come up with a plan. But for that, ma'am, time is very crucial.
Time is crucial. If you have wasted a lot of time, then the panic kicks in.
Yeah.
Not good for anybody, not good for you. So in NEET preparation, ma'am, this is the most crucial thing, starting at the right time.
Yes.
Getting those 2 years in your hands, and then you can play around. Then you're meeting the right people. what to
Yes.
do in 2 years. But don't delay it. That is the only suggestion that we teachers have for you.
Definitely. So of course, with this, everybody, keep learning with us, because you know that we've got you covered and that both the channels have got you covered. So what do you need to do in turn? All you need to do is to make sure you like this video, because that's how you show us your love. You need to stay subscribed, because like Pankhuri ma'am said, and I told you, we have a lot more. This is ma'am trailer.
This is a trailer.
Yeah. I'm not very good with Hindi dialogues, but you know where I'm going with it. You know that. So all you need to do is share this video.
Picture abhi baki hai mere dost.
Thank you, ma'am. They hear my Hindi and they're like, ma'am, please, you don't talk in Hindi. That's only good.
No, we'll make ma'am learn Hindi. It's okay.
Yes.
We'll
I'm
do it
still at
together.
it. So everybody, of course, with this, everybody, don't get scared about 11th grade. All of you are already getting very worried, but don't be, because like we said, we've got you covered.
It's all going to happen. Yeah, you guys will win the race. Don't
Yes.
worry. So take care of yourself. Keep smiling no matter what, and attend all the sessions so that all your worries go away.
Yes. So see you all soon. Up until then, bye everybody, and thank you so much, ma'am, for helping them.
Thank you, Aishwarya ma'am. Lovely to be here.